Yo, you are about your mama, the trouble that never stops. Starting in the vibe from listening to a particular song, and you know, that line kept on flowing in my mind, and I'm like, okay, you are about your mama, the trouble that never stops. What's up, guys? What's up, folks watching everywhere? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's good? What's popping, man? My name is M. Sharif Rades. Pateka the Maker is my AKA, and we are back again right here as we never left, yeah? Untapped is the show where we spot, nurture, and elevate, and we happen every single microsecond of time. We be on the YouTube channel, yeah? Because we have quite a number of episodes that are on the channel. So every single time, every microsecond of the time, we be on the YouTube channel. So Connect TV Uganda is the channel that you're watching right now. And of course, remember not to forget following us across the social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. Connect TV Uganda, and that's where the vibe flows from. But right now, man, I'm not alone. I'm not putting the vibe alone, yo. Let's get out the big man, yo. What's up, man? Follow me and yo, bro.
Sikufulu man.
Black shades. Umanyenge joke with black shades ngambi kante kiko colorless, man. I cannot do something like similar to you. Oyagala kola che.
Ngatoyaga tufana gani?
Ate kutuliza tutyo kufana gana.
Naye okuba nnyo kuba engeri gy'onyambaliddemu essaawa
Togira nyate tolabisa nnyo boss. Elikats.
Nothing, bro. How you doing, bro?
I'm cool, man.
Yeah, how was the week, bro?
Man, my week has been entirely very okay, very fine, trying a lot of things, you know. Okay. As young people, we need to be dynamic, trying on several things. If you do this today, you can try on something very different tomorrow, yeah? Because some people, back on Ghana, they think that is the end of the world.
Sure.
Right? It's never the end of the world.
Sure, but to everybody watching, Star Elikat is my name, aka Mr. Dimples, the young. Sijja chimala kwa ndoga Sharifo jasalira sijja kwogera ko king of showbiz right now in Uganda.
Yeah.
Untapped is the show each and every Saturday. We're here to make it happen.
Is it each and every single Saturday?
Yes.
I don't know. Auntie, we record every Saturday. Yes, we record every Saturday, but people may be watching this on a Tuesday, on a Monday. Every single Saturday we'll be premiering with the what? With the brand new episode of this.
Exactly.
And you're very right on that same lane.
Yeah, so every Saturday we're here to make it happen. Kuba vibe chipya kuchipya.
Yeah, sure.
Ate kati twatandise ofuuka basomesa. Osega kwakati omuntu omukulu ojjala nga tajja bitegeera kati omuvubuka ku muvubuka. Young people for young people. Ndanga kijja kwanguwamu okitegeera. Katuyinayo gundi. 17 SDGs. Katugenda basomesa simanyi bagenda tugamba.
Exactly. Desire is not representing on the show because of some inconveniences. Yeah. But man, she's gonna be here coming episodes of the show. So you just need to stay around, stick around. Man, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Connect TV Uganda. And of course, don't not enjoy alone. Share the links. Let a friend know that it's always going down on this particular channel, not any other show, but what? Untapped, where we spot, nurture, and elevate. Speaking to a young person, this very week, we had a very good conversation. Gagamba, man, I've had the most failures in life. I think I'm even giving up on my life. But man, I know things might not be moving on very well. But I told the young person, the most successful people in the entire world have had the most failures. Actually, I started giving examples. The J.K. Rowling, the writer of Harry Potter. Give an example of bani bantu banjawa banene ba Mark Zuckerberg basajja bakabi balina amanya, but they've experienced the most challenges in life, but at the end of the day they are the most successful people that we look at, that we be like, okay, basajja bakola ki bamalayo. So if we're a young person out there, let challenges not determine you, let failure not determine you, but instead teach you on how to improve yourself every single time, that next day or tomorrow you're going to be a better person in whatever that you do. Sure. Chirichitia man.
Nayaganya okwegumya.
Atenjaganya okwegumya.
Wegumya. Yogedde byonna byonna kati abantu begumya ntino obaye. nja kuwangula bano bikyaganye mbuganye ne nja kuwangula
ate nga ge mazima. So today on the show it's gonna be different, kind of unique, kind of vibrant, because we have a special guest, Chills Kabejja, who is a young person, a rapper, a youth activist who has been in the situation A and transformed to a situation B. So we're going to be having a beautiful conversation right here on the show. We talk music, we talk talent, we talk young people, because we own the youth space, and that's the vibe like. But still, today on the same lane, we're going to be talking about the role of young people in support of the 2030 agenda. When we talk about the 2030 agenda, man, I'm not going to step back to, to throw some light each and every single time we talk about this. So everybody watching right now, today's topic is this very simple. We're going to be taking a look at the role of teenagers in promoting the 2030 agenda. If this is your first time to hear or listen about the 2030 agenda, we simply talk about the UN strategy in bettering the entire world. So this started way back in 2015, where in the UN summit, where the world leaders came together to find out possible ways on how to better the entire world. And by doing this, they decided to come up with the 17 SDGs. And when we talk about the SDGs, we simply talk about the Sustainable Development Goals.
Exactly.
Yes.
And we as the connectivity.
Yeah, sure.
And twagamba katsoke tuteke sira kuzine esatu. So we have number 3, then 9 and 13.
Yes.
But our number 3 is good health.
Yeah, sure.
And well-being. Okay. And our number 9 is industrial innovation and
infrastructure.
Exactly. Then now our number 13 is
all about climate action.
Exactly.
So So we're gonna be breaking that down, and it's gonna be real move, real vibe right here. But our main emphasis right here is the role of teenagers in promoting the 2030 agenda. As young people, man, we need to be in the world that is so better, in cool environment, cool societies. But again, as the UN is working towards achieving this, we are also responsible in one way or the other.
Exactly.
So we want to take a look at the responsibility or the role of the young people, of the teenagers in executing or achieving this. I think number 1 can be education. Education. Our teenager balina okubeera nga basoma, nga bali educated, nga bali brilliant, nga they have that knowledge about what is happening in the entire world, and this is going to help them to live in a very cool environment. We can still talk about awareness. As we shortlist this, I think we're going to dig more into this, that a person that is watching us, wherever they're watching in from, they can understand this better. Sure. What more possible ways can a young teenager undergo this?
Nagasoke tudde ku education twakatuuka nga twabisome naye tubisowedde kyagambe ate ayisirinnya lyange bwebuzibu simunyambe busomesa
olina okubeera informative oba olina okubeera nga information ogirina
nabye alina omusajja nga mukambwe tusoma tetukoze kireero nga producer Sharifu ntwala musome leero roles muzimanyi osega kane kati abaana okusoma kwa mpaka mbirigo.
That's why shows like Untapped or is here to make the young people understand what is going on and how the world operates at the end of the day. If you've just gotten to this show right here, this is Untapped show where we support, nurture and elevate. We talk young people, we talk youth, we talk teenagers, because we own the young people space. We talk talent, we talk ability, we talk elevation, you understand. But today on the show, lucky enough, we have a guest, as I told you earlier. This guy is called Chills Kabejja. He's a gospel rapper who has stood in the gap of young people, inspiring them through the music and his different projects. He's from a certain situation A and a certain situation B. And when I talk like that, most people might not understand. But he's going to be on set right here, and we're going to have a beautiful time. And remember,
and not forgetting, by the way, we have 5. Education, but
exactly.
We still have more 4.
Still have a lot.
So guys, exactly. To be good, when we have our guest here, then we discuss about that. Manya tuwaganya man serebu takola. Katwaga twalaga nti ne serebu. Abasomesa ate ku kintu kye kimu kitegeera.
Yeah, sure.
The role
Yeah.
So tugaba tubiyitamu teri emu yokka education
yeah.
China endala zaffe nnyo.
I'm just so eager having this guy on set, you know, the freestyle, the rap, you know, the encouraging message to all the young people. So it's going to be literally beautiful, beautiful show today. So if you've not subscribed to our YouTube channel at Connect TV Uganda, do it right now. And of course, you know, ring that bell that anytime we upload a new episode of this content, you'll be notified on time. Remember, we are proudly sponsored and powered by Top Power Youth Mentoring Uganda, people that stood in the youth government to make sure that the young people can elevate from one level to another level. We cut it short. We'll be back in a minute.
Cheers!
Yes.
Yeah, Kabejja.
Yes.
You know what time it is?
Abikolako, abikolako, kasito mukiriza Yesu abikolako, 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 bwe mukasa ensonga zo Yesu azikoleko, abikolako, abikolako, kasito mukiriza Yesu abikolako, 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 bwe mukasa ensonga zo Yesu azikoleko. Kirizagana, teri kimulema paana bazire balaba balema batambula wagumba bazaala abaana batuyita balamunyeka nga tulekano zaana balinga beerabidde tekitibwa ndetendabisana talazirwanye n'omulaba mumeze wogana okumusiza sobola olagira mayinja gamusinze zamuzeewe yasikawo nendowooza tinofedewo n'okusoma kuweddewo nefica yange yesanyo naye yatema ekkubo awatali kkubo yakola onyimba kati mulikere envimba yamani
naye yatema ekkubo ewatali kkubo kakitobola bavimba kateeka temeka vimba. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, still watching right here, man. What's up? Choose Kabejja is in the building right here. Yeah. One of the most best gospel rap artists that we have in the fraternity. And of course, today we have him on the show, the Untapped, where we sport, nurture, and elevate right here. So the show is on fire right now. You hear that kind of rap and you be like, Arikolako.
Yes,
Arikolako.
Yes, Arikolako. Wait, bro. Otegera nti omuliro gwakutte dda.
Ogezaako kola kisita elegant.
Omanyi omuntu anasobola okuyimba omulabirawo n'ogamba oyo gaye asobola.
N'ogamba ati
Chills Kabejja nawe dda ng'asobola. Era njagala akuyisizemu gwe Sharifu atosobola.
We're still on the show right here. Thank you so much to everybody that is watching, the young, the old, wherever you're catching from, man. We have the real thing. Abasigadde sample. We set the trend. Abasigadde kabatukopeko, which is very okay because we came in to teach, to be teachers of others, and that's what we do, man. Choose Kabejja is in the building, man. We do not want to assume that everybody out there knows about us. That's why he's gonna do some introduction right here as we pull up the vibe to another level. I've already said your name. I don't know what else you're gonna say. But man, anyway,
let me introduce myself.
Yeah, sure.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Choose Kabejja, that's Chill Benders. Tovimbanga Toina Yesu, straight out of Philadelphia. You know me.
So
man,
yo. Philadelphia.
Last Chill Benders. Yeah, man.
Tozimbanga Toina
Yesu.
Tugende mbasi. So Chills, man, are you a hip hop artist? We've seen you on several occasions, several events, doing what you do best. But man, we just want to know a brief background about you. Who is Chills Kabejja? Because maybe we have someone that is watching you for the first time. So we want to know who is Chills Kabejja in particular.
Well, Chills Kabejja obviously is a gospel rapper. I'm about to become a lawyer in a few years from now, and I'm cool, doing my final year in school. Masaka, by the way, straight out of Masaka, Sakala
which part of Masaka do you come from?
Man, me, I come from like Mutaun Yawe.
Masaka Mutaun.
around Mutaun. There's a hill called Bwala anyway. It's so close to the town. Yeah, that's where I come from. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
That's where you come from.
Yes.
One thing amazing about you, you are an artist right here that is, performing every time, everywhere, singing, man, on different events. And now you are completing,
That's cool.
Yeah, exactly. You are a lawyer. You are pursuing, that career of being a lawyer.
Yeah.
Last episode of the show, we were here encouraging the young people out there that, man, you can do whatever you do. Let it be talent, but at the same time, never quit school, because school is key at the end of the day.
Yeah, man.
How do you be in the space, like, handle the two? You be like, I'm an artist. At the same time, I'm pursuing, a career, being a lawyer at the end of the day.
Well, at the end of the day, I think it's about setting your priorities straight. But for me, I have to admit it's not easy. But it's by the grace of God. Okay. But the way I do it is most times I make sure that my week from Monday to Friday is school time.
Yeah, sure.
Weekends is music. Okay. And I just thank God that I like whatever I do, I have everything near me, because right now I have a studio in my room where I stay, so I can do my stuff from there.
But
and then go to school.
I should pass by your place, man.
You should come through, man.
You have a full studio in your room, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Chills Kabejja. What first got you into music?
I think it was passion. That is, but I'm like, it came from way back. I know this sounds cliche, that's what every artist says, but like from way back, because from primary school, first of all, we grew up in church, and in church you have to be involved somehow if you're like a pastor's kid and what, so you have to be involved either in the choir or in the band. You're the guys playing instruments and all that. So I grew up in that kind of environment, then to dancing, then in school I was in the school choir. Actually, in my primary school, we got this opportunity. Somebody came and wanted to take our school choir to the UK to do a tour for 3 months. And we went and we did like a tour in England, Scotland, Wales, Ireland. So and growing up, like I reached like a point in my life, I realized that most of my blessings came through the music. Most of the good opportunities in my life came through the music. You understand? So I so at one point I was just like, let me just start doing the music. Let me do it like
exactly
professionally.
My first time to meet Chills was at a certain station way back, I think on 2 years or 1 year. And this guy was so inspiring, man, according to the information that he was putting out there. I don't know if you would like to share that bit of the story.
A bit of my story.
It's so inspiring, man.
Well,
because I understand you've ever done the mainstream music, not gospel music. And then we want to get to know that bit where you switched to gospel music, and that, that situation that you had to face through, coming to this side, a little bit, if you can,
well, anyway, it's a very long story, but I'm going to try to make it brief. Now, the thing is, growing up, of course, I grew up in church. Now, I reached a point in my life, it was in my form 6, I lost my father. And this, he was not really my biological father, because I never got to meet my biological father.
Sorry about that.
And so, he died when my mom was still pregnant with me. So my mom remarried. Then this guy raised me. He loved me as his child. Then he died when I was in my form 6.
Wow.
Well, actually, when towards examination, those final exams. So after that, I went through a period of frustration, depression, anxiety, because my whole life, our whole family depended on this guy. You understand?
Yeah, sure.
So in that process, I ended up in gangs, in drugs, and trying to to forget whatever was happening, to run away from the reality, because life became hard after I lost my stepdad. So now during the drugs is when I started doing the secular music, and then so it went on for a couple of years.
Exactly. I'm going to pause you a little bit, ask you a question right here. We have very many people, most especially the young people that have invested themselves into drug abuse, gangs, which are not adding up at the end of the day. How was the situation like? Because we have young people that are watching this that maybe are going to get transformed because you're telling the story right here. How was the situation down?
During the drug,
drug time?
Well, this is what I'm going to, I can say. First of all, the thing with drugs, there's a way they disconnect you from society. There's a way people will, you will start hating society because they don't like what you are doing. Then, like, it really spoiled my relationship, even with my family, with friends, with people who treasured me, people like who saw me in a certain way. Then they realize now I'm into drugs. They start, distancing themselves. Then I start hanging out with the guys I'm doing drugs with, thinking these are my family. But at the end of the day, those people, like, it's not real. It's like without the drugs, you are not friends. You understand? That is what Chechi Bagata.
Yeah, sure.
So actually, when I stopped doing the drugs, I lost very many friends. It was like I was just starting afresh. I had to get new friends, start hanging out in different places and spaces. Like it was like a U-turn. That's what I can call it. But now another thing is that now one other thing that the way the drugs affected me was, you see, you want to do the drugs, they're expensive. You don't have
the money.
You're not working.
And they
so
keep
what do you do?
You are addicted.
What do you? They're demanding. And for me, the problem with me is that I was doing like 7 drugs at the same time. It was not like one thing. Like there was weed, there was pills, there was heroin, there was of course alcohol. Alcohol is a drug also. Then there's a drug called codeine. Like it was a lot of stuff at the same time. So
and where do you get the money?
Now that is the thing. Now that's why the relationship starts getting spoiled, because you're going to start calling people, creating situations, lying, because you want them to send you money. Then they reach a time and get fed up. Then when they are fed up, you are going to want to steal.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I remember there's a time me and my friend, like I have a friend who had like a rich uncle. There's a time when we started planning to go break into the guy's house, steal his very big flat screen TV. And then we actually went, but I don't know how God did it. The guy came back at that exact time when we were about to enter the gate, and it was during the time. Because we knew this guy, they knew him, he could just enter the home freely. Then we had planned this whole thing out, but it didn't happen. But still, there was some petty theft that went on. Like your friend has a car TV, which you know how he leaves his kids and what. So you go and break into his place, grab that car TV, grab the woofers, which you can sell them cheaply.
At a very cheap price.
And just because you want to get high. So all these things, because even right now, if I meet someone whom I very well know as my friend, but I did something, some of them don't know. Some of them don't know. You see them
get to know
because
that you did something.
You would steal a guy, then he would come to you to tell you that they stole him. And you are on the team that is looking for the thieves.
Let you know all the ways you used it.
So man, it was crazy. I lost weight. Me, I'm supposed to be a fat guy. I knew it from way back, but I lost weight. I was like a small guy. I think even by the time we first met, I was just even starting to recover, to gain my weight back. I wasn't looking like, I look at the pictures of those days and be like, man, what was wrong with me? And at that time, I thought I was cool. I thought I was like, you couldn't tell me nothing.
Look at this shot. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls watching Untapped show right here. On set we have Chills Kabejja, who is a gospel rap artist, a guy that phased out from the drug abuse and the gangs, and now he's a proper citizen of Uganda, a person that is encouraging and being a positive picture to all the young people out there. If a person like this one came from that situation, why don't you, the young person watching us right now? So briefly, how do you get out of that situation, and then how do you connect now positively, now that you're doing positive work, influencing the young people in the positive lane?
Well, now what happened was, now at that time I started doing music, and now to be honest, the kind of music I do is not yet well accepted in Uganda.
But people are trying to accept.
They are getting there. Now it was so hard in the secular world. Like it was about going to a bar, like you have to give the DJ something, buy him a beer to play you, and then like man, and for me I used to just blame those guys. If you're a DJ, you must be a DJ, man. Do your thing, man. But anyway, those guys, because of a certain mentality, they couldn't play the music. So I met a guy at that time who was doing gospel music. Then I watched his life and I saw like the things God was doing in his life. Then that's when it hit me that good guy, you grew up in church. This you are forcing yourself in a space that won't accept you like the way these church people would accept you, because bakumanyi bakutegera.
Yeah, sure.
So also I looked at where I wanted to be. I wanted, like, me, I have big dreams, bro. I have big dreams. So I was like, man, whatever I'm doing, these drugs and this kind of music I'm doing, because even the music I was doing was glorifying drugs and all that. You get. Sure. So I was like, one day I thought to myself, like, okay, first of all, can I play this music for my mom and she listens to it when I'm talking with Chikunyami no. Yeah, I cannot do that. Second of all, when I die, I keep on telling people, you know, sometimes there's a time someone asks me what motivates you. I'm like, man, the fact that I know I'm going to die. It motivates me because I really like, one of my passions is to leave a legacy that is going to impact not this generation only, but generations to come. Yes. You understand? So I was thinking, this kind of music am I doing? How is it going to impact the generation? Because if I do music glorifying drugs, yeah, sure, it's and somebody else, some kid there feels motivated to do drugs, and I know the side effects, the bad effects of drugs. What is that really? Is that the legacy I really want to leave? Okay. So I got to a point, I was like, now, in order to change the world, to change my generation, I have to change myself. You understand? I realized to change myself, first of all, man, to change you need to go to breaking away from drugs, bro.
It was really hard. Tough situation. It's
hard because at that time I even started going like I was like, let me go back to church, let me go back into this space and what. But I was still going to church, like small go to church.
Cut you short a little bit. Now what Kabejja is doing right now is playing one of, some of the roles in achieving the 2030 agenda, yeah? I'm going to be breaking this for you and you're going to understand, because now he's preaching to you guys, and this is kind of awareness, you feel? And these are the roles that we've been talking about right here on the show. But it's going to be kind of a break, Ellicott. This guy must give us a freestyle to refresh a little bit, and as we do return, it's going to be another vibe. We talk about, our roles as teenagers in promoting the 2030 agenda. I'm going to ask Kabejja whether he has one time heard about the 2030 agenda. If not, man, we're going to let him know. But he's doing the same things that we are positively condoning right here on the show, man. We want to hear a tough freestyle from you. I don't know how it's going to be, but man, people are crazy. Helicopters are going to tour. But it is what it is. Untapped is right here for you. Young people out there, if you want to feature on this particular one, like you've, viewed this on YouTube, Facebook, man, just, hit the DM, and man, we shall get you sorted. Start Ellicott, see what you need.
Chechimu, chills, for connected TV boy, mwana yeza tusewo, Sharifu Rodezi mwana, webali kubeerawo, labono Elvis mwana, naye mwana chikubi anti mwana tuyingidewo kusomesa line gwanga generation, kujichusa mwana eno connection mwana, mujja kumanya mwana kuno mulembe kubwa kuchuka, feba kabaka mukine ekintu, genda obuze n'ekintu, kubanga bino ebintu bye tukola mwana byosi bya buli omu, inspiringa kuchusa mwana kubalaga direction empya mwana yote tugenda okutwala zinengoma mwana tuzitulangamu tuziberangamu Bobby yabagamba mwana twebereremu kuno mulembe mwana kulina okukyuka mwana mwana kuno mulembe mwana tulina okulaba ku bipya kitandika naawe kitandika nange noli neneibawo naye mugambe kuno mulembe mwana bogwa kukyuka mwana wakana mwana muzeeyo mukyala bereyo. Shout out to my people Sakala mwana bambereddewo. Shout out to my people Kansangeyo mwana gibansanga jetubera mwana nga tukikubanga mwana anti bino ebintu bya Yesu enjiri kubala jetuleta mwana wali owuliddeko ku jalya kuba freestyle za Yesu gatukubira mu gospel naye atenga mwana kyo kyakabinyo
bateka bemeka nyingiddewo mbagamba mbakuba mbatuuzaawo Star Ellicott natunula mukonga tabitegeera tabira baana yatajja kubifuna kubanga chiuzingo ali mu nyumba Ellicott vibe ndozo jiwulidde
Siri wanaga siri muyimbi.
Toli muyimbi. Maybe you were a manager. Or you know, artist manager. Atobine ndongo. Never artist bokwata kote tunabala bro. You have to up the game, yeah? So man, we back again like, you know, like bad like never before.
Yeah.
Tremendous freestyle from man himself, Chills Kabejja. You know, talk about the freestyle. How is his freestyle, man?
Nakugambye dda omuntu asobola namulabira. Esege gwe kachabula mu muyimbi wange
ne eritokubye nnyo.
Managing on.
Naye akasente tekajja era vuga kati ogenda kulaba Chills wano tugende mu studio owulire.
Omuyimbi wange ono mbonyebonye naye. Kanenge jamba besa.
Kasajja kagala okunjokyesa every time, but anyhow.
But that's good, Chills Kabejja. Kwera nga asalawo Katonda omanyi man. Terikisinga Katonda yayasinga okitega kuba yasalawo. Okati watugambye wetandika. Who inspired you to that, you know, noga nti sijabera dancer kangende mu kuyimba?
Oh, kuyimba, who inspired me? This man, there are very many people who inspire me, but if it is about rap, I think it is GNL.
GNL,
yes,
Zamba.
And if it is gospel rap in particular, there's a guy in the US called Lecrae.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to mention that same
guy. Different people inspire us in different ways and in different directions. Yes. Yeah, and even as I move on, I keep on finding more people who inspire me to do things. Yeah, there's a guy called Wake. Do you know Wake?
Yeah, Wake. Yeah. He's a rapper right here in Uganda,
he's a rapper
right?
and a poet.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Also, Wake is one of those guys who challenge, because Wake, he might not be as big as you think and as you want him to be, but
he has
he's close to me. I watch him closely. Like I like the way he does his thing. So anyway, there are a couple of people who inspire me.
Kati ate wakabicho oyo mu Uganda gogamba ha. Nfuna mu collabo nono guy cheba yakabi ngogambe yo jenjagala mu gospel kwa kati yensi wabivamu.
Man, okay. Chiriwe chiti. Chibuziza wote.
Obadde yagala tukibuuze tutya.
Kubanga there's no person I think like if I do a collaboration with them, I've made it in life.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
But there are people I would really love to work with. Like because I love what they do. People like Kupi Bly. Yeah, people like who else? Bro.
Toka mwe kai chikubira.
No, si chinkubira. There are many people banje ate botamanyi. But I like the message in Kupi Bly's songs. Yeah, like I just love what the things he say. Like he's a dancehall artist.
Yeah.
Na ye all your dancehall way is not the usual dancehall. Like
exactly.
He has a dancehall with.
What is your favorite from Kupi?
Wow. That's also another interesting.
I love one from Kupi saying, Munyumiranyu, Pita Pata.
Pita Pata is one of my songs. But then there's his new album, Action Talk. Then there's the Action Talk song. Wow.
Exactly.
There are some songs that just challenge you to just, touch in your life, be like, hey bro, man, what am I doing with my life?
Here comes in a question, Chills Kabejja. Have you heard about the 2030 agenda?
The 2030 agenda? Honestly, I have not.
Okay, the 2030 agenda is simply a UN strategy to better the entire world. And this started way back in 2015 in New York in the UN summit by the world leaders coming together to find out possible ways on how to better the entire world. Do you feel? So by doing so, but we need to find out, different channels in how we should pass through achieving this. And by doing that, they came up with the 17 SDGs. And the 17 SDGs, when we talk about the SDGs, we simply talk about the Sustainable Development Goals.
Yeah.
Exactly. So kakati, fenga connectivity was entering three SDGs. Netugamba. Elvis, number 1.
Good health, well-being,
Yeah,
then industry and innovation,
and infrastructure, and then climate action. But our question today on the show is as simple that what is the role of the teenagers or the young people in achieving the 2030 that agenda. Okitegeera
Mm.
kati nga kyetubuuza kati tusooke tusentaringe ku SDGM. Well-being, good health and well-being.
Yeah.
Good health and well-being. Most young people bali awo bali mu drugs and all that kind of stuff, and you cannot be a proper citizen, you cannot be in a well set up environmental society when you are into drugs right here. And actually what you're doing is one of the roles that we should be carrying now, that you're encouraging the young people to leave drugs, to join a positive life. What do you think more we can do to sensitize the young people towards the well-being and good health?
Yeah, okay. Now, I feel like the question should be, what should the young people do?
Yeah, exactly. we can also go that direction.
Yeah.
The role, what should the young people do according to your perspective?
Sensitizing is one thing, but also the young people putting these things into action is also another thing.
Yeah, sure.
But this is what I love, the way is it the World Health World Health Organization, WHO?
Yeah.
The way it defines health. In their definition, because I can't remember it word for word, but what I know, they talk about your physical, your emotional, psychological, and spiritual health, well-being. That is when somebody is healthy. You get, you are physically okay, you're emotionally okay, you are psychologically okay, and spiritually you're okay. So I feel like one thing I will encourage young people, first of all, is to seek God, to involve God in whatever they do, in their decisions. That is number one.
That's true.
Number two, I feel like we are the issue of abstinence is being taken for granted these days. Abstaining from sex, because now if we are talking teenagers, these teenagers, very many teenagers are having sex, but they are not ready for the consequences that come with sex and the responsibilities that come with sex. And they even things like the sexually transmitted diseases and all that. Now, whenever teenagers are involved in such things, they are exposing themselves to a risk. A risk of getting these sexually transmitted diseases, teenage pregnancies. Actually, I have a song about teenage pregnancies. And once a girl gets pregnant at 16, they have actually started now, messing with their chances of being successful.
Exactly.
You understand? And then also the issue of peer pressure, these groups and what they hanging out with the wrong people, that also affects you. It can affect your physical well-being, your spiritual well-being, and your psychological well-being. Then we do know we are living in one of the most depressed generations of our time. Of the generations anyway. Like this generation, people are seriously depressed. And it's like the levels of depression and anxiety are just way too high. And that is psychological or mental health. So I feel like one of the things that are putting people in this situation of depression is the pressure that we get from social media. I've talked to young people, I always do like school outreaches and what, and then kids are feeling like they have to be somewhere they are not. They are saying their friends are living a certain life that they are not able to maybe to afford or something. So I feel like our generation, people need to first know there's an identity issue. Like know yourself. Manya chicholi, what you can do and what you can't do, and be comfortable with what you are. Don't try to be somebody else. You understand? And then there's also the role of parents, especially on the mental health, because there's a time I heard of a girl like who got pregnant, and when she informed the parents, the parents were furious, and then the father just told her, like, out of anger, and and the girl committed suicide. I don't know.
Bad story.
The guy was crying that, I wish I didn't say this, but you said it. Yes. So there's a role of society, then also the role of teenagers, but the responsibilities is for them also, because it is their lives, and they are the future of this nation.
Exactly.
So, Sharif, as we wind up, let's talk about the 4 that were remaining, because we got the 5.
Yeah, exactly. But I think we're gonna do a break, and as we do return, we shall summarize that, and we shall call it an episode right here. But Chills, man, thank you so much for coming through.
Thanks for having me.
Man, every single time we rub shoulders, be like, man, vibes on the vibes, positive, cool vibes. Man, Kabejja. What could be your last message to the people that support Chills Kabejja, because you have an entire nation like Philadelphia, yeah? Philadelphia nation.
Chill without fear.
Chill without fear. I've seen, couple number of young people on Instagram from Philadelphia nation, and I'm like, okay, Chills is another powerful guy right here. What could be your last remarks to those people that support you?
First of all, I just want to thank everybody who has supported me, supported my cause, supported my music career. And then I just want to encourage people to listen, to give an ear to gospel music more than to gospel rap music, because there are very many interesting guys. Like, it's not only me. Like, we have Ventico. We have a Christian Rappers Fellowship.
That is so big. Actually, I think we should plan one day have them, the entire crew. Those of Saint Ronnie, Wake, Van Mesh, who else?
We're over 50 guys.
Michael Rilico, many guys right there.
So anyway, I just want to ask guys to just continue supporting, and then for your life, whenever you have a vision, it will protect you, like the kind of decisions you make for your life. Avoid, because the mistakes I did in my life were because at that point of time, I did not have a vision for my life. When I got a vision, I set my priorities straight.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Man, thank you so much. Big time.
Thanks, man.
I think across all the social media platforms, Chills
Kabejja, everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
Man. Yes.
That's been Chills Kabejja for you, my people, my brethren, my friend. It's still Untapped right here, where we spot, nurture, and elevate, happening not on any other channel, but Connect TV right here in Uganda. If you've not subscribed yet, like you've been scrolling on YouTube and you're finding this so important and interesting, please subscribe to our channel, and of course ring the bell for some more exciting content that is coming up very soon. Pateka the Maker is my AKA, running the speed of a tune, MBPS part the blessing, AKA Mr. Dimple, AKA Chills Kabejja. He's still on. What's up? It's still M. Sharif Radez, AKA the Pateka, the Maker, the teacher right here. Untapped is the show. Connect TV is the channel right here. What's up, my nigga?
Nothing, bro. How you
You're cold. Sometimes hold it up. Today you're Michael Jackson. Another time you're Mulife.
I don't run.
Yeah, you don't run. Keep easy. Njagala erinnya lyange litya.
Olingako emirundi nga 8 mu shevu.
Nino dyogera kense lino ditegeera. We batalitegeere kati banalitegeera ddi. Nino bajjukiza every single time. Omanyi abantu bakujjukiza beerabira nnyo. Kati nino bajjukiza nino babeerako.
Showtime, bro.
Exactly. Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, when we went into the break, we just had Chills Kabejja right here. Massive guy right there, vibrant guy. Man, what more can I say? You've all seen him. What more can I say again? Nothing right here. But as we went into the short break, we were still talking about the role of young people in achieving the Agenda 2030. Yeah. Exactly. We talked about education right here, and Chills Kabejja had to draw some information right here for the young teenagers, and it's been real cool, yeah? But if you can draw some information down and let the people, know what is happening.
We have entrepreneurship.
Yeah, entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
When we talk about, I think to my perspective, when we talk about entrepreneurship, is simply young people, venturing into things that directly support the SDGs. Katinga, for example, reducing waste, now that we talk about climate action. Kati buli kintu kyonna kyosobola okussaamu ssente nga you are a young person out there nga kisobola okuba nga kikolera ssente, but at the same time supporting the SDGs. Now, like one of the SDGs, the climate action, and I just gave an example right here. But still on the same lane, we can talk about volunteerism, because we have very many organizations out there that are doing a very positive work or job towards the support of the 2030 agenda. Now, like an example is Top War Youth Mentoring Uganda.
Sure.
They always have, projects that are supporting the 17 SDGs. Now you hear like these projects of stay in school, stop drug abuse. So as young potential people, bowulira projects ingezo, come up, you have a talent and you can sing about this. Come up, join the cause, and man, we shall be supporting the 2030 agenda.
Topoya linga nkambe. Red card kavayo.
Red card like this. Eh? That was so cool. That was so cool. That was so cool. But still, we can also talk about advocacy. Okubeera nga bino ebintu tubi supporting anga ffe abavubuka. Okitegera. It can be one role or that we can, support the 2030 agenda. We can keep, speaking about this. Let the people know. We let the information flow out there because trust me, young people are always there, but they don't know what is happening. They don't know what is going on. But as young people, abavuka bawulira nnyo abavubuka. Kati singa nsobola okuyimirira ekyo ba Elikats noyimirira now just like Chills was here on the show. Nagamba abavubuka drugs tezikola techikola was one time there but man it didn't work out. Okitegera fene tandika ku advocating that information out there. I think we shall be on the right lane when it comes to achieving the 2030 agenda. What more can we put down?
Sure about that. Nchaga onyonyole ku kintu ky'omusajja ono. Kati oli ayinga ejabuliridde abantu akudde gye nvuddeyo n'ogamba.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
up to Jamo point, as he was here on set, he was creating awareness. Exactly. To the young people that don't know what is going down, what is rolling down. So that is awareness, creating awareness when it comes to the SDGs, 2030 agenda. So Chills was here on set creating awareness to all the young people out there that don't know about, living a cool health and, good health, so to all potential young people, everyone is able about that when it comes to the SDGs and supporting the 2030 agenda. Exactly. Oliagala nnyo
ebyonoonese. Kati wogattako okunywa okuba sama tukusanga ofudde.
Omuto ogwani omunafu ssebo. Anti kati shewe. Oyinza kwogera ekyo show n'etaggwa.
But on your screens, I remain the baddest. Star Elikats is my name. AKA Mr. Dimples. On all my shows, Star Elikats. Connect TV Uganda, the Untapped show. Kuba abavubuka Saturday twaziwamba ezo nawe.
Saturday and every time.
Kati gwatagala kulayikinga tagala ko akademani. Chichi. Twatukuyiseeko nnyo.
Chichi otugamba.
Ole sajja iri ku TikTok olikola bukozi ki? Chichi. Osegera.
Olina stories ezitagwa.
Till we meet again, Star Elikats is my name.
Kati go signing otya nga sina signing out.
Ati banku wadde za sibadda musibule ebiri.
Nenga me brethren, me friend them, you guys are being nice people, having subscribed to this channel, having liked our pages on social media. Man, you guys are the realest, the coolest. My name is always M. Sharif Rodez. Pateka the Maker is always my AKA, the baddest, the realest, the coolest. What more can I say? But anyway, it has been a beautiful show, having Chills Kabejja, talking about the role of the teenagers in achieving the 2030 agenda. We're talking about the SDGs right here. I hope you guys are now deepening into this information, man. If you want to know about this, you just need to keep, following this particular show, the Untapped, because when we say Untapped, we talk about sporting, nurturing, and elevating. The girl wasn't here today, but next episode of the show.
The producer is single man, but Sogara werabire nabatuyambyeko like the baddest P around T, producer Marvin.
Producer Marvin, Uncle Seka. Emma, mention your name. This is a very big crew for you to see this kind of production. We cannot do it alone. There is always that, the people behind the cameras. Uncle Seka. Tudde bulungi tukatula woti
nese kabere musirifu naye ebintu abitegeera
olina byoyisaawo
so ora sajja bali bagabboya wano naye nasirika naye tubive till
next time
bozi ndala
Pateka the Maker Untapped. What's up?